the day of learning. So I'm gonna start half an hour time. Okay. So last time we were here, like I made this prompt. Okay, I just write text here, but because I did that, this one getting I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing it this one. Hello, not you. So what I can do, I can just say it. Uh, hello or just hello world. Okay. Now this is the first time when I run the code, it's gonna show this hello world. When I click the button, it's gonna show it. When I click, it's gonna show it here. When I add the text, so how are you? Okay, I'll ask the question. Now let's run that app. Okay, so that's how it worked. I know. So that's it. Okay, I did that. Just answer A B. After that, we fix the next improvement, showing name and changing. When you want to scan to change which one you must show a fixed string, the state variable. Okay, state variable B. Okay, so as you can see here, that is the app. Let's say it's saying that like hello world. When I click here, it's saying how are you. So that's what happening here. Is no, the text here is changing that behavior. I'm not sure that if what same thing happen again and again. Okay, wanna try this one. Okay, just I'm gonna write button again. Okay, then on click I'm gonna have it same as. Okay, then I will write text equal to um, clicked walked clicked. Okay, okay, so that is how. Let me see that. Okay, now here, now the text, it is for user interface. That was function, it is for user interface. Again we need to write like text, then just the name, uh, click again. As you can see, I have written that. If you go here, okay, wait. As you can see, we have another button, click again. Okay, and all of them inside the column. Because of that, it's showing vertically. Okay, now if I run this, let me save the code. I save the code again, I will run that. Then I made two buttons. One click, say it's gonna say that. A second click, it's gonna say that. And I'm not saying any error, so it should be working. Okay, as for here, I'm not sure what is the problem. Let me reload again. Okay, so as you can see that if I click here, okay, how are you, click again, click OK. So couple of buttons, it's working. Okay, as you can see, the more I click, the change is happening. I believe the same thing I can do with all of the things. So that's how it's working. Okay, now let's see what we can learn now. So here we are seeing, okay, now as you can see that this is that mutable state of, mutable state of. Okay, weird. So the column modifier padding 68. I didn't write anything like that, but here is option. I believe it's all about like something. Oh, should I try? uh Let it be later on. Okay, so these are, okay, text. Okay, the modifier padding 8. I believe it's about like some padding or margin, like web designing we learn similar like that, not sure. Spacer, not idea. Okay, add this import. You don't already have it, like layout spacer, layout height, you need dpt. This shows the name on the top, changing message below. The button updates text states compose. Quick, do you want dynamic message to replace the name getting to appear addition like code above? Reply the name, so only text that change. So name and dynamic message. Oh, it's asking me question it or want it. Okay, oh, it's question. Obviously that a name, replace the name, so only text that changes. So both name and dynamic message. I don't understand the question, but I'll choose B. Okay. But before that, I want to try this. Okay. So it's saying the modifier dot padding. Okay. Let me see what will happen if I put it. I'm gonna write it myself. So like a modifier. Okay, spelling mistake. Or modifier. Modifier. As you can see, there are lots of things modifier. So what I need to write is a like a modifier dot padding. Okay, modifier dot padding, and then I have to write, you know in a bracket 16, then dp dot dp, yeah, dot dp dot dp. Okay, so as you can see, it's saying something here. Let me see, import extension and dp. Okay, we need to do that. Okay, again I added that. Now as you can see here in in here, now it looks much better. Now 16 dp we have put on like this. Let me see what will happen if I increase to 26. Now let's see, it's become much bigger. Let's see, around 96. So let me show you that it's like that big. Okay, so I believe like it's 16. Command save. As you can see, like this one, if you go to full screen, that's how it is. Okay, so the dp is about like no like pairing, like that something. Okay, so I put on dp, and the text here, it should be this one. Okay, so let me come here, like, okay, okay, uh, as you can see here, there's a two text written: static greeting that uses the name parameter, dynamic message that updates when a button is clicked, space modifier. So we can add like that. Okay, so we're gonna try again. Okay, but before modifier we have added like text, I want to add it like that also. So after the text comma, and then I have to write that. Okay, so just let's do it. So in the text, modifier here. So we're gonna just replace modifier with modifier modifier. Okay, m is bigger, modifier dot padding, then top, then equal to, okay, 8 dot dp. So okay, in the top it's become like that. If we write from like a bottom, so as you can see here, like something missing. Okay, name, what say, the express all the remaining arguments one by one: bottom, start, top, and bottom. Okay, okay, I'm not understanding anything all. So just try this, we will know that once we try it. So I'm gonna just write around 10.dp. Okay, here again same thing, 10.dp and 10.dp. Okay, then 10.dp. So as you can see, I have written all of that. Convert a science bounded expression. Okay, I believe I written the right padding. Okay. There's a little mistake. Okay. I'm gonna back again. Okay. Okay. So modifier dot padding top. Let me top. Okay. I believe there's some limitation that I don't know. Okay. I just have this one. Now when I write the top, it's working. But if I write the bottom, it's not. So there's something else that I need to know. Now I already know about this. Okay. Now the one thing also that is a concern I have, like as you can see in this code, it's like here's a text, then hello.name. So I'm gonna just do that same way. Okay. So I'm gonna write text, then another text, and same code as written. Okay, string hello dollar name name. That is parameter. Yeah. So there's no need to be closed. Okay, you can see that I have added like that. So here's the name and the default variable value is hello world. Okay, now I'm gonna save this code. Now run this application again. So now add this. Okay, I understand that be so both and is changing. That's exactly what your brain is ready for now. Let's finalize your working compose skin with the what text exist. I will give you clear cut version of getting function only and explain each part briefly so you can tune learning without getting overwhelmed. So your cat getting compose like here understand this one also understand that, this one understand, button update dynamic content understand. Okay, what each part does: variable text, state of variable, when change the UI updates, always shows your name static, this shows changing message, and this one compose automatically redraw the UI, updates the state. One more question, super easy. When the button is pressed, why does the UI change? Because compose check value every frame, because mutable state trigger recomposition, because buttons forced to skin load. I believe B. If not, then we don't need to write it in the first place. So you can see that our message, like I have written here hello and then the name. The name value is a Kundan Singh, as you can see Kundan Singh, and then second value it's like a hello world. These are both of them. If I click here, that no, another value like this one is changing. Okay, not up one. So here I'm clear about it. Now it say that B correct. Okay. Means what recomposition really means. When state changes, recompose rerun the composable function and depends on it. But composable is smart. It only draws a part of change, not the whole screen. Example, only use second text depend on text. So only that updates. Next step to grow your composable skin. So you now understand composable, mutable states, remember, column, button, one click, how the UI updates. You are ready for next small concepts. Showing multiple message using column, multiple state updates, changing UI, raw column, getting your own reusable UI function, adding text fill to Jetpack composition navigation screen. Which one do you want to learn first? User field. I will go from A, B, C. Okay. I don't have any knowledge, so I will go with that. Like, let's see, I have 15 minutes left. Okay. So step one, understand the idea. So text will need two things: variable that hold text, a way to update variable whenever the user types. Just like button needed state, to fixed field also needs states. Tiny checks before we continue. To use a fixed field, do you think we need a normal variable or be a state? If it need to be checked, I believe yeah, but not sure. I will just give answer like a B. I have cold and that's why I'm having little bit issue. But still I'm trying to, you know, practice it so I can improve it. Now as you can see the text field needs a state variable, otherwise it will not remember what the user types. Okay. Perfect. Now we go with the next tiny steps. Create a text field, state the variable. Like So variable, it's a name input by remember mutable states. So when we write the var and that is a name, that's how we undefined it. Okay. So whatever the change we need to do, we need to like this, like it's like a ID that we're gonna use it to have this value again and again. That's how I understand. So add a text field. A basic text field composed look like this. Text field value input on value change new value input new value. Okay, let me write this one. Okay, so I will write it below the button. The name is text field, as you can see here. Spelling should be like this: text field, and what I need to do, value. The value is equal to input. Okay, I need to write here. Okay, so let me write first here. Okay, so variable input by remember, and then all the code as we write mutable state of. Okay. Okay, now what value should we put here? Okay, we have nothing, only string, so I just have string. Okay, now input the value is that. Okay, comma input value, comma on value changes, on value change equal to. Okay, then new value, that's how you return new value. And you make sure that you're writing small or capital correctly, because it can create some issue. It's not like a JavaScript. Okay, new, then value value, new value, and now you have to write this way: input equal to new value. Now our code is correct, so we're gonna save this one. As you can see here, some kind of input bar. Let me run that. Okay, so we can understand it. Text field input is here. By default is there's nothing. Okay, only after seeing it here we can understand better. So we did it. Place inside a column, I did it. Where should you put it? This text field inside getting composable, outside getting, inside main activity, inside button. Okay, we are in a main activity first, and we are inside function getting. Okay, here also it is like a class. So function getting. Okay, inside getting composable, outside getting a. I'm going to put it. I don't know what it's doing right now. It's asking for updates. If it is asking for that, I don't need it. Okay, so I just need to remove this one, remove this one. Okay, Gemini static. Okay, remove this one. Okay, let me remove it. Okay, there are multiple projects I was working. That's why I want to learn Android Studio so that I can work better. Okay, so okay, it's asking for my ID. I don't want to give it right now. So I believe this one, that is app. No, not that one. Let me reload again. Let's just see. So it's saying the correct must inside that getting composer because that's where your UI lives and where your state is stored. So there's a one thing, here, as you can see, it's a previous, so background true, okay, and then the name of that, okay. Here, whatever we write here, indirectly we can get here the response. We can see that here. So let's see. I'm typing it, but typing happening, but let's see. I enter it, but not any response. So I believe that's why we have to write, like a blank. If I just put something like say that, hello, who are you? Then question. Wait a minute. Get back. Go back. So just put it mark. Now I will reload again. Let me save it. Now reload again. So I believe default you're gonna be like, hello, who are you? That's what I think. Let's see. So it's saying that text field. Okay, new value label. Okay, so I'm wrong about it. I believe the label will be like that. Let's see what will happen if we just do that. So as you can see, it's written who hello, who are you? Let's see. Yeah, I can delete this one. I can write again. Now let's see what the levels do. So we have like a new value, and the levels should be like like that. So I have to just put comma here, and then write level, then okay, then a text side we just write like enter your text here. So as you can see, like here up there we are saying it. Now save it. Then we reload again. So the text field you are saying that, okay, we have value on value change. Okay, the level. As you can see, there are a lot of things that I don't understand. So as you can see here, enter your text here. So it looks really great, but I'm not sure. I can just delete this one. Wait a minute. I can delete it and write it again and again. So this how it looks like. Okay. Now I can see it like a modifier pending. Okay. I want to see that can I write it here also not. Let me see. I'll just write like modifier. Okay. Dot pending, and then the pending name like 16.dp. I put it comma here. Okay. Not working. Okay, there's some error it's showing, so I believe not like that. I need to understand it how it really works. So save it. So here you can see that it's all working. There's no problem. We made input bar. Okay, buttons. So here it's saying that text. Now answer one tiny question before we place it correctly. Where do you think that belongs in the column? uh, Above both text and button, text and bottom, between bottom, below the button, between the text and button. Where do you think belongs in column? Below bottom. It's really asking silly questions. That's why I get more confused. I thought they're asking for that, no, the text field issue. Good try, but not C. Then explain why. Then I will choose the right placement. Why not C? If the text is below the button, that button appears first. The user's input appears last. The UIs feel backward. It's harder to follow the flow. So your text, let user type, let user press a button. So see, make experience confusing. Okay. I was thinking that he was asking for the code that we write. Okay, but that's not. So it should be like here, like a text will starts here and ends here. Okay, or here. So I can just put it here. There's no issue. Okay, between the text and button. Okay, let's try again. Above text and bottom between. Okay, the best UI design choice is B. Okay, so I've just put the B. My here is a net is not really good. So as you can see that now place the text field correctly. Okay, I'm gonna put it that. Your task is to only inside your column, not full yet. Okay, right now. So I need to put it here. Before we do next steps, I want to check everything's correct so far. So this is a text field that we have created. Let me go to code. Okay, it's a start and share. Then we're gonna copy here, cut it. That's the default text. Second text here. I'll put it below that here. Okay, save. Okay, you can see that here the designs looks like similar like this. Okay. Yes. Reload again. There's something I want to try. So as you can see that the text page input is input. Okay, by default is this one. Okay, so what if I do when it will click one click, that input is like I'll just have like no input. The button one click, the text equal to how are you. What if I just put it text equal to input. Okay, okay, there's no error. Let me check. This would have no issue. Okay, it's reading. All the functions are working. So let me reload again. Let me reload again. So make that button show the type text. Button is clicked. Okay, that's what I did. When I input is used, assign the text. Yeah, updates the text states. The text equal to input. Let's see what has happened. Okay, I updated. Now click. It is not running. Okay, launching on device. It's launching it. It's not launched yet. Wait. Yeah, it's come. So what I did, the text value that is here, the second one, not the first, second one. So I saying that when the button is click, the text value is going to input. Okay, so if I click here, hello, who are you? And I want to see that if I'm deleting it, writing it down again, and then putting it again, will it change the same way? Like this text, click, yeah. So whatever I write again and again, it's gonna change it there. So yeah, actually really good. You can see that whatever I write here, it's gonna update it. Okay, so it's really easy. It was. Now as you can see what say that. Okay, so button is clicked. So hello, so whatever user typed. So answer is C because that's what answer I'm getting. So before giving the answer, I would recommend that you should try yourself first and then give the answer. It is much better options. So correct again, this is the right answer. Okay. Update your button action. Text button is clicked. Text input. Hello Kunta, I'm learning Android. I'm like that. So panel. So as you can see that our time is up. It's already half an hour, and I'm gonna record another video next day. Bye.